Everybody, Villains Vans here. This is session 6 of Within Mist and Shadows, as we last left off. The guys had met with Saul, owner of the Gold Goblin Gambling Hall, and are assigned to help him protect a tournament called Cheat the Devil and Take His Gold. Derzlub can't be with us today. He's got some important business of his workplace to take care of. So
little work things.
Yeah.
Well, you could do
5 W's.
Be a responsible adult.
Yeah, this is what responsible adults do.
Yeah.
But we're going to continue on about him, and come back is Evan and his character Lee. So, I told you guys you had 8 days from time you'd made plans with Saul until the time that the tournament starts. Make note, because you guys made a big deal of it, Rotgut Ripper has struck twice during that time. I know you guys have had this fascination with him. You guys have a hunch that it might be Lee because he's been gone.
No. I'm just talking. I'm just throwing that out there. That's all. I'm just saying.
You're connecting dots.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing.
You know.
I don't think my character would connect the dots. He's stupid. I am.
So, with 8 days, is there anything you guys want to do? I guess we'll start with you two, since you were here the last time.
In 8 days?
Which I know there's some things you've already talked about that you're doing. Real parties from tutelage under him.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Which might go into what we talked about.
Yeah, when I'm not tattooing face.
Tattooing Joe's face. Do you have a profession tattoo artist?
Mm-hmm.
Roll it. Let's see how that turns out. Are we going like jailhouse style here, or just like Kat Von D or whatever it is?
You remember the set I got from the Nomads?
Yeah.
That's what I'm using.
Oh, okay.
16?
Well, that's good enough. It's not a smiley face, you know.
Yeah.
No, it don't look like a 5-year-old, druid.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, he'd try. He probably wouldn't care. I'm assuming that he's taking it off, and then you're doing it on his face, is what I assume.
No. He said he wanted it on
his mask?
His skin.
Oh, that's interesting, man.
I think. Now, I mean, don't quote me. We'll have to talk to him about that.
Yeah, because
that's
he
what
didn't
I'm
really
assuming.
say. That was just what I was.
He said he wants me to make it look better.
It looks pretty bad.
So, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, when you're wearing a mask that is literally someone's face, as if, like a leather face, it's...
So you tattoo the mask or him?
You could have just took like a permanent marker to it, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, you did a pretty good job. The time with the Nomads had showed you well. You've got.
Well, I've been practicing quite a bit too. Yeah.
Maybe you'll start joining the Rotgut Ripper, find his bodies and tattooing their faces, before anybody finds them.
I don't care. That's fine. My guy's turning evil. I mean, he's already evil. He's going bad.
He's getting there.
He's going bad.
Okay. Anything else? What are you teaching him? Besides brewing potion.
Brewing potions, teach him what the Allfather taught me, or I guess, well, not what the Allfather taught me, what my tutelage person did me, the ins and outs of the cult, what you can do in front of public, what you can't do.
Yeah, I know. I had a question about this. So I know that I'm not supposed to say your name. Is that out and about? Like,
It's more when you're okay within your time there. He's the only person's face you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's only because you have met each other outside of, not outside of work. It's not a job or anything.
Yeah.
But outside of the cult and this hidden temple that they've got, and you notice it's either brother or sister. No one uses their names.
Yeah.
So you might have slipped up calling him that, every now and then. Probably not around anybody because that's like a good lashing.
Yeah.
And then, except for if you ever come across a High Father, which is rare. I mean, Everybody just calls him Pathfinder. No one. That's all. That's it.
So like if me and him like we adventure together, so I can call him Garrett while we're on our adventure.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
it would be weird to be like brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah.
You take vitamins and say your prayers.
Yeah.
You there, Garrett?
I did that to I don't know, what am I? I'm 32 now. I did that to somebody that was a little bit younger than me. I was like this, and they didn't have any idea.
Yeah, they know what.
And it really it aged me quite a bit.
You also know that there's a ritual they perform the new moon of every month too.
Okay.
So, which is approaching.
Probably fast, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Lee, you want to hear the last session? Is there anything you need to get out and do?
Yeah. Anything that you want to
Murder?
confess to us?
And look, and I never come out and said that you were this Rotgut Ripper.
Yeah, I kinda
They
saw
were just
that.
like talking, and I'm like, well, you know, there is this and that, and then now they think, are you guys going to confront him about this?
No, I don't give a shit. I ate someone's heart. Him cutting up a woman, especially, I mean, if it is him,
Raping cutting up a woman.
whatever.
Making her look like a Christmas order.
And it's humans. I'm not a human. It's not like I'm going to get stuck.
But what if you were a human? Because remember, I mean...
I know, this body's not a human, though.
That's true.
The new people we got. Who are they again? I know on the video it said a monk.
He's like, is there a human woman?
There is a human woman.
It's funny because that was my next question.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
you've got Towson. He's an elf. He has his distinguishing feature is his eyes. He's got red eyes. And I'm not like his whole orbs are red. Just his, his pupils and stuff are red. And
Elf red eyes. That's his name.
your time.
Thousand elf red eyes.
Yeah, Towson red. But your time with Varlone and the sisters, for elves, their eyes were never red, and that's a very striking feature. He's for in-game purposes, out games, he's a monk, so he dresses like in loose garbs and stuff like that. He doesn't seem to carry anything of value on him. He carries no weapons. Then you've got Soji. It's a female human, which you've already learned when you were doing your stuff with Saul, talking over. She casts Spark. He automatically, she's like me. So she's a sorcerer. She carries a spear. She wears a mask. It covers like almost all of her face, but like it comes like right down her nose. And leaves her mouth open. I think like the Ultimate Warrior's face painting.
Yeah.
It's all. You got Zordrell Bladeleaf, which he's a rogue. He's daggers everywhere. He looks like a porcupine.
Making a kill list.
Yeah. Where's that rogue elf chick on here? She's somewhere. Here she is. Her. She looks like a friggin' porcupine with all them daggers.
With the guy?
Yeah, that's kind of what he looks like.
Okay.
Literally, he's an elf too, so is she. But yeah, them are your three guys. Towson and Soji don't say much, unless you want to try to have a conversation with them, and they may. No one's attempted it yet because we kind of things were kind
As me and Jalen grew closer, like I was hoping we would.
You've got 8 days, and then Zordrell, he's pretty talkative. Like I said, the thing with weapons, and he's like, no, I don't like that. But like you said, don't worry about how he's like already planned on him.
Well, as
You gather he's a very sneaky individual.
Okay. I ate somebody's heart.
Yeah.
So.
You have emphasized that
To each their own.
quite a bit.
as what is it? The gut? What's his name again? The
Rotgut Ripper.
The Rotgut Ripper. He strikes. What you say? 3 times since we've been here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In private with Jalen, I want to have a discussion with him.
Okay. Beforehand, let's see. There's 3 days before you met up back at Deadeye's. Well, with Deadeye piercing at Bullseye. And he struck once then. So the question is, did you have word of him by then? If you ever talk about him. which I don't think you would because they're the only two that were there. And then by the time you'd come back to Bullseye, that's when the word was getting around that he had returned.
That night is whenever me and him walked up on the second one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the next night you'd come to Bullseye and everybody was talking about it. Because everybody was talking about the Gold Goblin Gambling Tournament.
Before I try to talk to Jalen, maybe like whenever everybody first started hearing about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably after you went to Bullseye.
Plus, I've been here before. What's the bounty on this guy?
The bounty on this guy?
I'm sure he's got one.
He doesn't have a bounty. You think about it. You're from Riddleport. I mean, murders and stuff like this happen all the time. I mean, sure, the Grenarms, they're attempting to look for him, but you know, that's something they don't really care about. I mean, their whole thing is they're mercenaries. They just kind of take care of things that will become unruly in the city, and it's more to keep Cromartie in power than it is anything. Like, oh, well, here's a scene going on at this bar. If they're called, they'll come arrest people. But more than that, they're not going to put an effort into finding this guy.
My thing is, I'm trying to figure out if I can make a lot of money if I killed him.
Well, they've started a training service, and it's worked out pretty well. They've had 2 recruits.
They've had 2.
They've had 2. 2. They were just hoping for 1 and got 2.
Yeah. I really was hoping they'd be like.
So they have started a protection program.
You want to join?
I don't know.
Must not have watched the videos.
No, you brought them in. I watched it. The girl died. And here they are.
I ate someone's heart.
The last victim I know on the video.
Tastes like chicken.
It tastes like heart.
They said the last victim was a very attractive woman.
They've all been
pretty attractive.
But she was in a bad part of the neighborhood.
She was in Lovertown, not a bad part of the neighborhood. It's outside the walls of Riddleport. Yeah. It's its own little community, got its own little set of laws. And but the other 2 attacks, back to back, have been inside the city.
Has any of them?
Remember, the girls had told you that, and listening around, that he hadn't been in Lovertown like over a year.
Yeah, it had been like a year since they had been out there.
Yeah.
But they really liked the fact that I lied to them. They thought we were going to take them inside
they were all about it.
That we were taking them inside the walls because they figured protection.
Sure, because all of a sudden he's back out here.
I don't want to ask too many questions about him. The people that he killed inside the city, are any of them could possibly be a part of a family that is like a wealthy part?
No. There's not a lot of wealthy families in Riddleport.
What my guy's doing, he's covering the bases in roleplay mode. And if he can't make any money off the Ripper, he don't
Are you turning into Dexter?
No.
Are you sure? Because I know how much you love that
that's
show.
That's why at in-game, I'm only talking to Jalen about this stuff.
Okay.
Because if I can't make any money off of him, I'm not turning into him.
Dexter versus Jack the Ripper.
Now what I'm saying is, you can't make money off of it. There might be a chance that you might be able to, like, try to get people to pay you to fight. I mean, not everybody in Riddleport is evil necessarily. I mean, there are your common everyday people that just like work on the docks and they're traders and whatnot. They're not evil. And I mean, if there was some type of fear struck into these people, like maybe a family lost a daughter, and then it maybe kind of added up, you might be able to have these people pay you to hunt him down. But I mean, it's not like there's a lot of gold floating around in Riddleport from people that live here either. Like the most richest person in town to you is Cromartie, the guy who runs Riddleport. Because, well, he's the biggest, he's the crime lord of Riddleport. He's got all of his little bitty crime lords under him, but that's where most of your gold is.
I still may or may not want to hunt him down.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want to, I'm prepared for this. If you want to.
It's on my paper to hunt him down.
And I really got prepared for it when they were talking about it last week. I was prepared, and I really got into it. So I'm
going to try to start putting patterns together. Like.
Okay, well, Here,
That's
you
what
know
I'm
this
gonna
now.
do.
Well, like you said, like I told them, humans.
Yeah.
All
I
the
know
victims
females. Yeah,
throughout
everybody
his
else.
history have
And
been
mostly females.
humans. Yeah, well, there are males, but most of the time it is males are just like
They were just killed.
killed, and not in the fashion that women are. Women are almost
Yeah.
like displayed
Females
like
are-
art.
Yeah, I read that. Like,
Males are just like brutally murdered.
yeah, he just opens them up like an art display.
Rotgut Ripper been around for 4 years.
4 years?
4 years is how long it's been happening. And it started off real slow. The first year there was just one murder, and everybody never thought anything about it. And the next year it just got worse. And then it got worse. It calmed down, and here now almost it's just like here's this big comeback. Like maybe there's something in the air about the city.
Alright.
Anything else?
Not right now, but believe me.
Well, I mean, there's enough information if you go around Rule 45. Like, he doesn't, there's not a pattern to where it's been at. Like, okay, the attack on Lovertown, which happened, which they found the other week. That's like the second time he's only been to Lovertown. Most stuff is in the city.
Yeah.
They
all have it at night?
Oh, yeah, they're one of them that night. And it always seems to be after midnight. Is when the bodies are found. It's always after midnight. But you guys would know this because it was after your meeting, which happens after midnight.
Yep.
And you guys have only been searching for like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Yeah, you know, and then they come across that. Where's the map at?
Right there.
There you go. Actually, for a red marker, so if you really want to mark where the murders were, there's this one. This is your recent ones. And then there's that one. And then I guess Joe didn't mark the other one down. The one's down here. He didn't mark another one.
Where's
Oh,
Lover?
no, that's 10.
That's 10.
That's the Lovertown. That one. And there was another one which he didn't mark. It's here. It's down here. And
Oh, Lovertown's.
this is Lovertown.
Yeah, it's kind of separated by
Yeah, the
mountains.
wall and stuff. Yeah, see, there's a wall here.
Yeah.
And there's one here. And that's been the last 12 days.
And down here.
That's the ones that's happened since you guys have returned that you know of.
Looking for a attractive female human
Well,
that can use as bait.
oh shit. Well, your most attractive female humans come from the biggest little whorehouse in Texas. It's a movie reference if you guys don't know.
Oh no, I got it.
Do you really? You mean Jess has it?
No. I got.
Oh, you got the reference. I was like,
I don't
you
have-
really own that?
Actually, Jessica may own it. She owns a lot of shitty movies.
Okay,
She made me watch Dirty Dancing.
number 17. This is the House of the Silken Veil. That is the most popular brothel in the city, and I mean it's high maintenance. Like you pay for what you get for there. It's an octagonal pyramid, topped by a blood red steeple. The walls were once white marble, but are now grimed and stained by years of exposure to the salt air and the pollutants of the gas forges, giving it a dreary, unhealthy look. But the silken curtains that cover its three wide, inviting entrances are always freshly laundered and do little to mask the scent of exotic incense away from within. The structure of the headquarters for Riddleport's hospitality industry that includes prostitutes, alehouses, escorts, dancers, and even rumored exotic assassins. The Silken Veil serves other purposes as well. That's ran by Surafa Padme. But if you need an attractive woman, that's where you can find it at. I mean, something so funny.
Hiring an exotic assassin.
Separate.
That sounds pretty badass. So where's 17 at?
It is
Big building, right in the middle.
right there.
Wow, that's the biggest damn place in town almost.
Yeah, next to the arena.
Yeah. Well, it's very, very popular.
I bet.
I mean,
I noticed something. These attacks where these people are dying, they're all on the outside of the town, and even over here, they're on the outside, close to the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all these deaths have been.
that's just since you've been here.
I'm just
since you guys have
I'm just
returned.
throwing that out. The two that happened inside town, you said those were both females.
Yeah, so far,
All of them.
the last 3 have been females.
I want to eventually, and within our 8 days, I really can't go into the brothel because they're going to want me to be buying stuff there. And I'm going to go in there to see if I hear of, or ask questions to see if maybe any of these murders work there.
Oh, no, it's an ale house and stuff.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
That's
you
what
can
we're
go in
doing.
there and have a drink. You don't actually have to bribe a prostitute.
Yeah, I'm going to talk
But
to
it is heavily recommended by the girls that are working there that you do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Jalen and see what he thinks about maybe going in here and seeing if some of these
I figured
deaths.
out Jalen go.
Yeah, I know he's going, but
He's got some gold. And that's not him.
and
Yeah,
just
he's got some gold.
I'll say
He'll be more
you
happy.
can have
though.
fun in here, but my main reason is to find out if any of these deaths, these girls used to work here. 'Cause I think
You're working awful hard on this Rotgut Ripper. It's exactly what the Rotgut Ripper would do to throw us off the trail.
And that what Dexter does, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have reasons behind my motives.
So
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so did Dexter.
He killed people with his bad stuff,
Being Dexter and Dexter.
but I've done stuff with Dexter I've never done already. I think
Yeah, took a trip down the river, fought some goblins and some undead.
killed somebody.
Okay, so you're going to enter. So, like I said, the entrances are covered with heavy curtains, and the smells of sweet perfumes and whatnot just literally just like hit you like a ton of bricks. I mean, it smells so
is there anything
sweetly in here.
Is there anything more?
Um,
Brew potions or?
I want to look at books, lots of them.
I've been doing that too.
you're welcomed by the most beautiful women you've
We
ever
go
seen in
like
your
that.
life.
Together.
And all
I'm
of them are,
interested in-
welcome, welcome.
I'm still.
I
interested
mean,
in
it's
shit
just
about
like
Egypt,
caressing you when they walk by when they're you just rubbing on you, anything to get your
how to
attention.
become undead and say smart.
You know, and they're all like just throwing themselves at you.
I'll go with it.
You're just ignoring them, or
Right now, my mind and character would be like, I'm in the wrong business to make money. I need to own some of these girls.
Damn! Start calling yourself Sugar Bear.
No, but okay. Anyway, not really ignoring them. It's kind of hard to play, kind of hard to get. Acting maybe like I got more money than what do you think I would have? I'm trying to draw the most attractive women out. You said they're all attractive.
yeah, you're sitting there and you're looking around, and turn around, Jalen's gone.
I figured he'd be gone.
So is this what you're gonna ask for, or you're just looking?
I'm just looking right now.
Okay. Well, are you looking for the most attractive by standards, or what you think would be the most attractive girl? There's a big difference.
Attractive girls, I hate to say this, that are kind of dumb like he would look for.
No, well, I wouldn't say that you're dumb. I mean, most of your women in here are humans.
Definitely human. Only humans. I forgot about that.
Okay. I'll say because there are elves, and your elves are your more exotic
Yeah.
things here. So you're just looking for somebody in general.
Mhm.
Okay. A woman approaches you, and she's human. She's got purple hair, and her eyes are mysteriously lavender. Yeah, not like Dritz Stewart lavender. And she is very, very. I mean, she strikes you as just like she's got a wow factor. And she approaches you and asks if she could be of service to you.
Say,
Roll me perception.
11 plus 21.
21. You notice there's quite a few people in here that's kind of looking your way. Not like looking for, but more like envy as she approaches you. What's your charisma?
12.
Okay. As she approaches you, I know there was like 2 ladybugs ago. She approaches you and like she asks you, "Is there could she be any service?" And she sits on your lap and the little dress she's got on, she almost pulls it up so her thighs show and whatnot. She puts her arms around you and as she gets like real close to the point where she's whispering in your ear, asking you what you need.
Answers.
Kyle, simmer down over there. But the look on your face. Go on and do it. Do it.
I'm looking for answers.
Is that what you're asking? You're looking for answers.
Yep.
2 prayers or what? I mean,
I feel like this is about turning one of them 80s action scenes where the hero and the girl's like talking to him and he's like, things I must do.
yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
No, this is my duty.
Yeah.
No. And she says, what type of answers do you seek? And by this time she's got her leg and she's like rubbing it up on the inside of your leg and whatnot. She's rubbing your inner thigh.
Next, you're making fortitude saves.
Yeah. She sits there all of a sudden she's like,
Yeah.
Motive out the window.
man, you've had a hard trip ahead of you, you know.
I'm trying to think how to put this in words and not to scare the hell out of somebody. Thinking I'm not going to be in there trying to kill somebody. I'll ask if many girls come and go here is like losing their job.
She's like, no, most of the ladies here that come here never leave. She's like, and most of the men always come back. By this time, she's nibbling on your ear, nuzzling up to you.
Like, I'm trying to think what I want to say here. This is a tough situation because I could say the wrong thing. Well, definitely don't think I'm going to try to kill somebody.
Very true.
I ask if all the women stay here or do they live in outer parts of the city?
She asked you, she's like, why are you worried about every other woman when I'm the woman of your dreams?
That's the point. I'm just saying, that's the point. True that.
Because I hate to see women get hurt, and I'm going to stop the guy that's killing these girls.
I do this.
She kind of looks around. She looks at you real strange. What are you talking about? Like, all of a sudden, tonally turned off.
Yep. So this is kind of what I was stirring for, because the other way would have never worked out. So I'll say there's been women of your caliber found dead, and they can't catch this guy. And I figured I'll start here and work my way around.
She gives you a very, very strange and stern look, and she gets up and she leaves. Like she's like almost as she's been insulted.
Yep.
I'm
not going there. I'm not there for that.
No, it's the little one.
Oh, okay, the one you didn't vote. I was like, this is like 2 games ago.
Yeah.
I got nothing, man.
Okay.
Anyway, seeing that there's no way.
As I say, you wouldn't be allowed here. What are you doing?
Seeing as
I'm already there.
there's no way to actually ask these kind of questions in here. My next move would be to maybe try not to get, or push off every girl I can, to just kind of relay the situation to look what kind of guys are in here. See, maybe he's got people that work with him.
Okay,
Because I'm good at looking for maybe if they got hidden weapons or...
Well, you can roll me perception.
Yeah, that's my next move.
Roll me local knowledge.
Local knowledge says What is that? 14.
You know there is an unspoken law in Riddleport, and it's most establishments allow everybody to carry their weapons in, but there is like almost a low tolerance for never showing a weapon. Like, don't ever draw a weapon on anybody. That's most of your establishments in Riddleport. It's you can carry weapons, don't draw them though.
Don't draw them.
Because you know if you draw them, the grenades coming.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I ain't looking to draw my weapon. I'm looking to see if I can maybe see a weapon hit, but all of them are going to be hidden then.
Oh no! You can wear sword hilt and everything. But if you're looking like, oh, does somebody look like they have a weapon they might murder somebody with hidden on them? What are you going to look for? Go ahead and roll.
Probably an impossible roll.
Well, I mean, yeah, this place is pretty packed.
Yeah. I'm pretty good. 25.
Every now and then you might notice the it's a ladybug, man. They're not gonna hurt you. You might notice the tip hilt of a dagger hidden here and there, but I mean nothing that strikes you out of the ordinary, because by what you gathered and asking questions around the report is that this was done with probably like a sword. Like
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot you said it in the video.
So a waitress comes around and asks you if you want a drink.
Sure.
And,
I'm trying to change my mobile.
oh, well, she's got like a platter full of ales and showing to you. So it's 5 silver.
Give her 5 silver.
Okay.
I'll say, I ask her, have you seen my buddy? Because this place is crowded.
She looks around and she's like, we're all your friends here.
Cloak figure probably acts like he's never seen anything like this before. Because I know he was, boom, he's gone.
She shakes her head no.
So I'm going to try to walk around looking for Jalen. Which I know what he's doing.
A perception.
I know what he's doing. Because I'm not getting any answers in there. 6 and a 16.
You are looking around and you notice over by the bar, the beautiful woman with purple hair, lavender eyes, has 2 burly men beside her, and she's pointing in your direction.
Oh boy.
And they march right towards you.
I'm going to attempt to dart these 2 burly men. Well, actually, that would look bad. That was.
Hey, think of the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Because I'm thinking if I take off running, they're going to think I'm definitely him. So I'm going to talk my way out of this. So I kind of just.
They don't even, you're saying definitely him, but they don't even know what you're there for.
Well, that girl is. She's pointing at me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going to creep her out, which I did, and I will act like I do not actually see them coming, even though I know they're coming. Because they're either going to grab me, throw me out, kill me. There's many things that can happen here.
They're either going to kill you or not.
Yeah.
It's those 2 options.
So you're sitting there kind of looking, not obvious that you know they're coming. Big, heavy hand puts down his shoulder and says, sir, you're going to have to leave. You're frightening the girls.
I say, sure thing. What do these 2 look like?
I just described them to you.
You said big burly man, but I mean, do they look the same, or are they?
They look like maybe they're twins.
Humans?
Yeah.
I said, no problem.
And you leave?
Yeah.
All right.
That was a failed success, but I'm pretty sure he's never been in there. I've got that gathered. But he kills women like this.
Have you talked to them about this by any chance?
No.
You don't think you have?
Not yet.
One of the things you have learned, which I told them, is whoever done this was a very big person and like really strong to, the way he's murdered these people. That's what, that's one of the things everybody's gathered around.
A big burly man.
A big guy with a short sword. Oh, how tall am I? 6'4"? I have a short sword.
Yeah. But that's what most people think by the way, the men have been murdered and whatnot, and the way these women have been carved up so easily. Like, you'd have to be extremely strong, especially the way the men were beat down. So,
not to get.
And everybody saying that it's got to be somebody that's big and strong. And
Or
are 2 people.
Two
Yeah.
people could do it.
Who
Just as
knows?
easy. Like me and Joe, that'd be weird.
Or you, Wes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It'd be me and Wes.
You could have held them down.
Or Joe and Evan.
I will make my way. Where y'all guys at?
Or me.
Or,
Yeah.
It was.
I could be
you.
doing it right now.
It was you.
In this game
Yeah, I
while
know.
you're doing this.
I know.
we've
where
already
we at?
all talked to Pearson and got
I could be
it.
drawing sketches of women ripped open over here right now.
We already talked to Pearson
Yeah,
when we first got here.
yeah, no, this has already happened after you got your mission and everything. This takes place between your 8
Yeah.
days between talking to Saul and Casterkin, the goblin, to time your garden. So this is like an 8-day period.